Hey guys, welcome to task 3, or last task in math this week. Today's conversation is going to be about what types of models we can draw when we're solving subtraction equations and subtraction stories. Because we know in first grade it's not enough just to know the right answer. You have to be able to explain your thinking, show that you know how the numbers work. So we're going to talk about that today. So I want you to take a second and pause it and think about 30 minus 20. What is the answer, and what model would you draw on your paper? All right, hopefully you're joining me with a model of 30 minus 20. I'm going to go ahead and write that on this paper. Now in my class, what we would do now, typically we would make a big anchor chart and we'd show everybody's thinking and everybody's model or strategy in a different color. But since you're not with me, I'll just kind of have to guess what your strategies might have been. So this week we have been using the sticks of 10, and we've learned how to draw those on our paper. So maybe you thought about those. And if you did that, then you would have drawn 3 sticks of 10 as your model, crossing out 2 sticks of 10, which leaves behind 1 stick of 10. And your equation would have been 30 minus 20 equals 10. So if that's the model that you used, awesome job. All right, let's switch colors and think about a different model, maybe something else that you drew. We use a beaded number line in my classroom. You guys have them in your classroom. They're really big, and they look like this. And so I think some of my students may have tried to use this to solve. So I'm going to add this to it, and you let me know if you think this is a good strategy. So a beaded number line is grouped by groups of 10. So there's one group of 10, and then here in red is another group of 10, and here in red is another group of 10. So that would be the 30. So I'm going to try to represent that on my paper by drawing a line. And then this little group of 10, I'm just going to label it 10. I'm not going to try to draw out all of the little beads. That seems like it would be a pain. So there are my 3 groups of 10. Now, if you had a beaded number line at your seat, you would take your 3 groups of 10 and you would take away 2 of them, leaving behind 1 group of 10. On my model, I'm just going to cross them out, which shows how much is left. So this again would be, I had 30 beads pushed on my number line. I pushed back 20, and now there are 10 left. So if you haven't thought about using that as a strategy, maybe you'd like to next time. All right, our next model that a lot of people really like, we've loved number paths all year, but this would be a really big distance on a number path. So what I want you to think about is the 120 chart, okay, that we filled out last week. So here we have the number 30, and we know that when we count down on the number chart, we're adding 10, and when we count up on the 120 chart, we're subtracting 10. So if we need to subtract 2 groups of 10, we can simply go back twice on the 120 chart and see where we land. So this would be 30 minus 10 minus 20. And that's something else I can draw in my journal. So I would just draw the path that I just made. I started on 30, and then I had to make 2 jumps of minus 10 backwards. One landed me on 20, and the other landed me on 10. So 10 is where I landed. So my equation would be 30 minus those 2 groups of 10. This is another way I might write that. Minus 1 jump of 10 minus another jump of 10 equals 10. Did anybody else think to write it that way? I bet somebody did. Very smart. All right, so the last one we're going to draw on here is a number line. Now, we've been using number lines in our classroom all year. Our number lines that we use at our seats go to 20 or 30. which is kind of perfect for this, but if the numbers get any bigger, not such a great tool. We know that the number lines on our wall go a lot further than that. But we can draw an open number line on our paper. So maybe you wanted to draw a number line that ended at 30. I don't want to draw one that starts at 30 because I'm subtracting. I'm going backwards. So I want to draw one that ends at 30. Now I need to take away 20. So I could do that two ways. I can draw it as two jumps of minus 10. 30 minus 10 is 20. And 20 minus 10 is 10. So that would look like this. 30 minus 10 equals 10. Or maybe you want to do one big jump. So instead of making two little jumps of 10, I can make one big backwards jump of minus 20. And that would land me in the same place. And my equation would be 30 minus 20 equals 10. So there are some ideas as we move into next week, so ways that you can draw a model to represent subtraction equations. All right, guys, you have task 3. Remember to count the cubes that you see on task 3 and record that number, and then subtract the number that's there for you to get your answer. Have a great weekend.